Hello and welcome to Inside the Summit League. Coming up this week, we will talk with Hannah Nelson. She writes a sports nutrition blog for Sanford Health, and you can see if you are eating and drinking what you should as an athlete. Coming up this week as well, volleyball rolls into week 2. We have the highlights and results from around the Summit League, a preview of the first ever Division I golf tournament played in the state of South Dakota, and the story on a freshman goalkeeper with some great paws who plays for the Jags at IUPUI. Well, speaking of IUPUI, the Jaguar volleyball team is off to a great start. So is the other team from Indiana in the Summit League. That is Fort Wayne, and they met each other on a week ago Monday in Fort Wayne. And Caitlin Hickey for the Jags on the far side of the net will come away with a soft kill here. IUPUI won the first set 25-21. But Fort Wayne would come back in this one. Megan Steenheisen had 57 assists in 4 sets. Sets up Haley Emmenheiser right there as Fort Wayne comes back, wins the second and third sets. Emmenheiser had a season-high 13 kills in this one. And then Tessa McGill, she had 29 digs and that little dump over. And Kendall Winkus will come away with a game-winning kill coming up here, the match-winning kill. And the Mastodons take the fourth set 25-21. And they beat IUPUI in this one 3-1. It is the 11th win of the season already for Fort Wayne. So the Jaguars took that loss, but they did come away with 2 big wins over the weekend as they went to the Dakotas, took on South Dakota State and North Dakota State here at Frost Arena against the Jackrabbits, and it's all SDSU in the video here, but IUPUI won the first set, won the first 2 sets as a matter of fact, before the Jackrabbits came back. Kelly Fegan will get a kill here on the slide, and the Jacks win sets 3 and 4. They force the 5th, and IUPUI comes away on top 3-2 as the Jaguars get a big win against one of the early conference leaders. So IUPUI tripped up to Fargo, North Dakota on Saturday night to take on the NDSU Bison, and NDSU got off to the early start in this one. Megan Lambertson with a little tip kill here for North Dakota State, and that would be followed by a little heavier hammer from Carissa Whalen, and the Bison won the first set 25-21. Lambertson and Whalen would continue their thing, but IUPUI took sets 2, 3, and 4. Beth Howard had 32 digs in this one for the Jaguars, and IUPUI gets its first ever win against North Dakota State in Summit League play. That's their first win against the Bison in 13 tries. Now, North Dakota State, remember, is the preseason pick to win the league championship, but the Bison, as you've seen, have found themselves in some battles already in this Summit League, and NDSU got all they wanted from Western Illinois on Friday night in Fargo. And this is Laura Kamek for North Dakota State, off the hands of the libero there for a point for the Bison, and then Megan Lambertson. Another point here for NDSU, and the Bison win the first set here, 25-19, and this one goes 5 as Western Illinois would come back, win the second set 25-16. The Leathernecks would win the third set 25-15. NDSU took the fourth, it goes 5, and a Western wins it 3-2 here against North Dakota State. Western Illinois in their match against South Dakota State on the weekend as well, and the Jackrabbits played very well in this one though. Caitlin Klingman, a match-high 14 kills, won there for the Jackrabbits. The Jacks win the first, drop the second, but they win the third and the fourth. Kelly Fegan had 11 kills and 9 blocks in this one, and the Jackrabbits beat Western Illinois 3-1 is the final in this one. So, after 2 weeks of league play, this is how they stand. IUPUI on top at 4-1. 10-6 overall. Fort Wayne and South Dakota State right behind them, and then Oakland and KC right in the middle. North Dakota State down there at 1-3 and 4-10 so far on this season. South Dakota State plays at Fort Wayne this weekend. North Dakota State is at Oakland. Omaha down there at the bottom will get a chance against Western Illinois coming up this weekend. Well, golf is coming up later. Soccer is next on Inside the Summit League.